When I bought this 1970 Ford Mustang, it came with a radio that somebody had obviously put into it to replace the original. This car is a garage find. It was in pretty rough shape mechanically. The interior, on the other hand, was pretty reasonable from the beginning. In fact, I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. And the radio that came in it was definitely not stock. So I pulled that radio out, and it did not have any speakers in the front, so I installed 2 speakers up under the dash. Through dumb luck, a perfect fit. There were some studs sticking out of the top of the dash pad that I could mount it to. And so the twin speakers are up there. Pretty happy about that. It had some in the rear, still does. I haven't done anything with them, but those were all wired up, so I just left that in place. Now, the idea is to put this classic $29 Chinesium looking thing in to replace the all too modern looking Kenwood receiver. It's running. Welcome to the show. I looked at some classic car radio replacements and I really like the idea, but I don't like the price tag. Man, those things, they're spendy. I don't think you can get one for under about 300 bucks. And I think I've got enough parts that I could put it back together that way. Typically when someone installs a single DIN radio, they end up cutting out the frame where the original would have mounted. In this case, I think I can put that back together, but I don't know that I really want to drop 200 bones on a radio. So I have an alternative. This is the one that came out of it. Kenwood specialty. I have no idea where it came from or how good it is or anything else. It seems okay, but just doesn't fit, right? I mean, it just doesn't seem right. So here's what I did. I went out and found this bad boy. This is a $29 special off of Amazon, and it has a bit of a retro styling classic look to it. It is not highly convenient to mount because the knobs don't have a mount point and they're not spaced right anyway. But it kind of has the goodies of a modern radio in a little more classic styling for like $29. Bluetooth capable, right? All the little bells and whistles. So now the trick is to get the thing installed right, and I think I have a plan for that too. I'm printing this plastic bezel to go around the radio, and it is fashioned after the original, but the dimensions are such that the $29 Chinesium special should fit and look somewhat factory. At least that's the goal. We'll see how that turns out. The 3D printed piece in all of its glory. I took the sleeve off the radio and slipped it into its little compartment there. What I'm going to do is bend those tabs up just a little bit to make it stay in place. It fit tight. The print came out just about perfect. And then this should mount onto the car and the radio should slide right into place. Now if we pull the wires through, it's a few too many things to hold all at once while sitting in a somewhat awkward position. Yeah, I think I just got lucky there. Now, if we plug in this snazzy little unit, one of the wires can just get tucked on in there. This thing should just slide right on into that bracket and clip into place. Oh, well, hello to you too. Huh? Kind of get a visual here. You know, I'm pretty happy with that unit. Simple to navigate. Old school look with a new school kind of a tech to it, and none of the price tag.
Very weird, abnormal, and dangerous behavior.
There's a Seek. A little USB port right here. This looks like a slot for an SD card. And a headphone jack style, no, not a headphone jack, like an RCA plug, so you can plug just about anything in there. I got it all situated in there. Ashtrays back in place, the whole 9. And all the little side bezels are there. I'm pretty happy with that. Look, it's not perfect, but you know what? You can hardly see it anyway. Most of it gets covered from the driver's seat. This is what I see right here. And it looks great. And it was easy to do. I will go ahead and put in the description the link to that bezel if anyone feels like they might want to do their own 3D printing on it. First cut out of the printer, it fit, which is kind of a rarity. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I feel like the overall look is back into the vintage where it belongs. Much better.